Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is Wednesday night, and you know what that means. It is the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast, the hottest night of professional wrestling of all goddamn week, ladies and gentlemen.
Woo!
It's your boy, the franchise player, Double B Bad Blood, joined by the mixologist himself, Mr. Chemical effing Julian, and that dude in the chair right there, the new social media superstar of all times. Mr. Twitch Stream, Mr. Twitch Stream, no Wicked Crazy Podcast Championship belt.
Even though
after 3 goddamn weeks, I could literally walk to Boston, got that belt, walk back.
I'm a Twitcher.
Your boy Shane Husky. Boys, what a fucking night of AEW Dynamite.
Oh man, this made up for Monday Night Raw. And oh
man. Look, before we get into the show, you know what? I don't want to stop talking about this show during the show to hit a commercial break. So you know what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen? We're going to get them shits out the way right now. We're going to pay them bills because, man, this was an action-packed show. There was one bad thing. There was only one bad thing about this show. Only one bad thing. And we all know it was the Jericho Appreciation Society. Sit down. Other than that, we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen, with another exciting installment of this Roundtable Pros and Podcast. Let's go.
Drive me insane! All these rules are lame, have been taking all the fun out. Drive me insane. All these rules are lame, have been taking all the fun out. Drive me insane. All these rules.
Want to get your hair cut? You go get your hair cut right. You head down to Big D's Barbershop. Big D's Barbershop, Vancouver, Washington's best and brightest. 1019 Main Street, Vancouver, Washington, where you can go get your hair lined up, cuts, fades, shampoos, conditions, and all the great things that go with supporting a local barbershop in a local business area. You can also reach them online at www.bigdsbarbershop.com. Go get your haircut right.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
And we're back.
That was quick.
Let me ask you something. Yeah. We're on here sometimes more night we talking about pro wrestling. What would you say is the most memorable wrestling match of 2022 so far? Just pick one. Just one. It can be from Raw, SmackDown, NXT, whatever. I'll let you go first, Shane, because you're always talking about matches that you think are really good and all that good stuff.
Oh,
nothing. Okay, Julian. What about you?
Hey, so I've got like a top 3. So of most recent memory, it's got to be Moxley versus Yuta.
Mm-hmm. Wait. Moxley versus Yuta the first time or the second time?
The second time. This last time.
Because the first time was like a 3-minute squash.
Because this one was, it was bloodbath. If you came for violence, you got violence.
Someone gave me a really cool quote that they said, and it made me laugh, and I'm started using it. The quote was this: I woke up this morning, and there was only one question. Do you choose violence? And the answer was yes. I'm going to use that shit because that is so great. Shout out to my boy Aiden. Go ahead.
The second match that comes to mind.
You like that shit, don't you?
Dude, it's Sami Zayn's match from Mania because
I knew you were gonna say it.
that had so much of everything in it.
Rat traps.
I mean, just it had so much. It was the epitome of what a WrestleMania match is, to draw in the fans, the casual observers, and just like the social media contingent.
Okay.
Because fans of Sami Zayn were going to watch that match, and people love Sami Zayn.
Oh yeah.
Casual
Yeah.
fans saw Johnny Knoxville and and the Jackass crew, and then the internet contingent was just like, "Holy shit, he booted a midget in the face."
That was the best part for me.
And and everything else that went along with it. So, I mean, including the build-up, it was really memorable and like just well executed, well booked, well produced, just everything. And then on top of that, I want to say Xavier Woods' match with Roman Reigns.
That was actually really good too.
And that was a really good match. And I mean, Woods came up on the losing end, but the whole purpose of the match was to elevate him. So King in the Ring, but just to elevate him to that next notch up. And I think that snuck in just right before the end of the year. That might have been the end of 2021.
I think it might have been.
Yeah,
But that's okay, because if it wasn't the end of 2021, I mean, it was still great. What about you, Shane?
Oh man, I can't think of that much, but all I know is that I really, really enjoyed the whole Hangman versus Kenny Omega match. Just to close it on the perfect storytelling for 3 years and everything. It was just pure magic. And
I like
the
that.
whole CM Punk returning, going against Darby Allin to elevate Darby Allin a little bit more. And I want to say the AEW All Out Steel Cage match between the Bucks and
Well, that was still 2021.
yeah,
So I'll give you mine. It was Adam Page versus Kenny Omega, obviously. It was Adam Page versus Adam Cole,
baby.
baby.
bye.
And the top match in all of AEW in 2022 that I've seen is fucking Dax Harwood versus fucking Cash Wheeler. Ladies and gentlemen, this started
Yes.
out the night. This was the first match of the night. Excuse me. And it
It
was
came
for,
out together on YouTube.
hold on. Don't get ahead of yourself there. It was the first round of it was the first round qualifier for the AEW's Owen Hart Foundation tournament, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler. Dax is like him. I want to have CM Punk and Dax on the show or on Twitter. Like I said last week, I would donate money to the Owen Hart Foundation if I can get both those guys on Twitter to give us their top 5 Owen and Bret Hart matches. I'm gonna tell you, these guys showed up and showed you what fucking pure wrestling was about. They showed you the scientific parts of it, the storytelling, the fact that they've wrestled over 350 matches as a tag team. They're the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions. They're the AAA Tag Team Champions. They're former NXT Tag Team Champions, Raw Tag Team Champions. They are gunning for the IWGP World Tag Team titles as well as the AEW World Tag Team Championships.
Yeah.
So they are the epitome of tag team wrestling so much
Well, yes.
that when they introduced them, ladies and gentlemen, they came out to their music together and got in the ring, shook hands, fist bumped, locked up, and like you would expect like a let's feel each other out. No, they went at it. They fucking went
It
at it.
felt like a Briscoe versus Briscoe match. but-
Yes. Remember when Jay Briscoe was the world champion and Mark Briscoe challenged him for the title at Ring of Honor?
Yes.
It was
yes.
like that. It was really fucking good.
It was so good.
I mean, it was really good.
So
man.
I will say this: as far as one of your first forays into the Own Card Cup, Owen Hart Cup. Yeah, Owen Hart Cup. This is the kind of match that you expect. Like, I'm sorry, this is the kind of match that you deserve to have going to a tournament like this. Like this is what should be happening.
And the great part about it was that, for me to cut you off for a second, the best part about this whole match was the fact that you had Cash Wheeler in the ring with Dax Harwood, with CM Punk on commentary. And these are, like I said earlier, two of the biggest Bret and Owen Hart fans, and they were putting Owen over so well.
It was beautiful.
It was the way you honor someone. That was the way you honor somebody. That's this, like all the rest of the tournament matches, don't get me wrong, were good, but this was fucking phenomenal.
This is the most anticipated tournament matches ever.
So I was gonna say it at first it looks awkward seeing these two wrestle against each other.
I was here for it. I was
but
ready.
It's like you know it's gonna be a classic. This is a match for fans of professional wrestling. If you're a casual fan who's the full sports entertainment type, you're probably going to tune out. Like I said, when I was younger, Macho Man versus Steamboat was like, why is this so long? A match like this, I'm here for it, like all day. Watch the whole thing.
All day.
And like you said, it was really cool seeing two partners just immediately lock up. Like, we're going for it. We're going at it. And also when Dax gave him the thumb of the eye,
I was going to bring that up.
He was like, "The fuck was that about?"
Right.
So his partner just went away and clocked him in the nuts. These are the things you expect to see.
They didn't hold back from each other. They did it.
And it's really funny because like when these guys come out as a tag team,
Magic.
If you hadn't watched wrestling in years, you would be like, who are these just plain vanilla dudes just headed to the ring? Like, what the fuck? And then you see them wrestle and you'd be like, oh shit, throwback, like total classic tag team. And so watching them wrestle against each other, it's always odd, but it's odd in the sense that it literally can go either way at any time. And that's what makes the match worth watching, because it takes away the idea of it being scripted or a predetermined outcome. It really looks like any given Sunday somebody could win this.
Yep.
Honestly, man, I love the fact that it is like on any given Sunday anyone can win. Like this is like we throw this term around a lot. Okay, sports entertainment. We throw that term around a lot. Wins and losses don't really matter because it's all fake. We throw that fake, phony, like pretend, silly men rolling around in tights. People say the stupidest shit when they talk about professional wrestling, but this is a fucking art form.
This is art, storytelling at its
true art at its best. And not only is it true art at its best, this is combat sports.
Yes.
Okay, this is combat sports. People get beat up all the time.
Correct.
And they have bruises all the time.
As a matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. I'm sitting here with a fucking ice pack on my knee. Okay? It's not fake. It's not fake. Wrestling is not fake. People get hurt every day. And for these guys to go out there
and I really hate that term when people use it for people that don't watch or understand it. If you really think that is fake, go in the ring and do it. They don't take it easy on you when you say that term in front of them.
Shane speaks volumes when he says that. Ladies and gentlemen, I always say, you talk shit about professional wrestling, I dare you couldn't walk 20 paces.
You wouldn't last a day in that ring. I can't even wrestle, and watching the guys, I feel like I know how it feels.
So I appreciate the art form. I appreciate everything that went on in that match tonight. Showed you why Dax and Cash are the very best. Sorry, Young Bucks. Sorry, Red Dragon. Sorry, Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy. Sorry. They are the very best of tag team wrestling. They are a throwback to the Midnight Express, the Andersons, Blanchard and Anderson. They're a throwback like the Brain Busters. They're a throwback to Larry Zbyszko. They're a throwback to Nick Bockwinkel. They're a throwback to Bobby and Stan. Dennis Connery and Stan. Dennis Connery and Bobby Eaton. They're a throwback to tag team. Jim Cornette loves FTR. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, that will tell you. I'll give you my opinion on Jim Cornette. Jim
golden
Cornette
era
is a fucking genius. If you can get past his stupid ass mouth sometimes.
No flips, no flips.
If you can get past Jim Cornette's stupid ass mouth and his stupid ass opinions, he's a wrestling genius. And he fully 1000% endorses a team like FTR. What'd you say, Shane? No flips, just fists?
Yep. No flips, just fists.
Tonight, they showed you why they are the very best in tag team wrestling. And in my opinion, like I said in our group chat, I'm going for Dax because don't get me wrong, Cash would have loved to win this match, but this meant a little bit more to Dax than it did to Cash.
I went
that.
Italian FTR. That's who I went for.
What do you think, Julian?
I'm going full on FTR. Hey, as long as one of those dudes wins the match, wins the tournament, that's what matters to me. And
I hope
I don't want to see any breakout single stars from this tag team.
No,
they need to be a full on tag team till the day they die.
They need to
be buried together.
Yes.
Wow. Well,
put them in the same casket.
I'll put it to you this way, in case people haven't been noticing, certain wrestlers putting over this Owen Hart tournament.
Yep.
Last week, CM Punk wore some pink, white, and black trunks.
He sure did.
Tonight, if you looked at Dash and Cash's trunks, they were wearing the Hart Foundation logo with their names engraved in it. Fucking classic.
Beautiful.
Classic. Shout out to Mikey Ruckus for that sick ass remix of the Midnight Express and the Rock and Roll Express theme to the one song.
Yes.
Chef's kiss. I give that match 6 fucking stars in the Tokyo Dome.
Wow.
What about you, Shane?
I give it a breaking out of 10 stars for this match.
Shit. What about you, Julian?
Wow, 10 stars.
10 stars.
I give the match an A+.
That's right. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, that's better than any match you'll see on motherfucking Monday Night Raw, on Friday Night SmackDown. This is where professional wrestling lies, ladies and gentlemen, every Wednesday night. So, you know what? Yeah. Let's talk about the second match on the card.
Oh, man. I want to talk about this match the whole time.
I mean, we could talk about this match the whole time, but every match on the show was fire.
It was.
Even a match that had to do with Griff Garrison and Brian Pillman Jr. It still was good.
No. Who did you say? I couldn't quite get that.
Griff Garrison.
Who the fuck is Griff Garrison?
He's the taller, bigger Jungle Boy.
Again, who the fuck is Griff Garrison?
I mean, I'm pretty sure Julia Hart is wondering that too, but that's besides this point. Yeah, I mean, you know. So let's talk about some things. Let's talk about some things that were kind of surprising tonight.
Yeah?
Jim Ross wasn't as salty as fuck tonight.
No, he was really happy tonight.
Julian, I see that look on your face.
He's a codger. I mean, you know, this is going to be a slobber knocker.
It's going to be a slobber knocker.
Yeah, you know, Jim Ross is always going to be salty and crabby, man. He's always going to be get off my lawn.
I'm an old man. Leave me alone.
Some way or another.
I mean, you know, Jim Ross was around when Noah was building the ark. So I mean, goddamn, come on. Well, we had a cute little backstage promo with Tony Storm, with the women who qualified so far for the women's version of the Owen Hart Cup. You had Tony Storm back there. You had well, slow down, Shane.
So what was the whole thing about
because no physicalities.
No physicality.
Because, you know, Tony is a scary piece of shit. He don't want to get beat up. So they're trying to how can I explain this? They're trying to show that, like with boxers, you know, boxers go head to head, you know, the weigh-ins, all that other bullshit. Like they want to talk about, like they want to do stuff like that. Like this is making wrestling. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, by the way, Dax Harwood won the match. Sorry. They're making wrestling realistic, you know, which is good. But like for instance, we bypass this whole part. Well, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's not WWE though, where it's like, oh, there's a table, you know what's going to happen there, you know. We also,
but that's why you watch.
We also glossed over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, We also
you don't put a ladder in the ring and just hope for people to peacefully climb it and get the title. Someone's got to fall off that motherfucker.
Yeah, we know that.
Can you imagine?
We know that didn't happen tonight. That's for damn sure.
That's like somebody in professional wrestling being given a birthday cake and they just cut it up and eat a slice and leave peacefully. I think fans would burn the fucking house down. They'd be like, "This is some bullshit."
Man, the cake wasn't thrown in their face. How dare they?
True.
That's like Undertaker talking about Jesus.
Well, wow. Damn. Okay. You went too fucking far with that one. It's 8:22. God damn it. You went way too far with that one. Look, one thing we overlooked was the fact that as the match was over, CM Punk was like talking, and all of a sudden on the graphic, it was made official. At Double or Nothing in Las Vegas, Nevada, CM Punk will challenge for the AEW World Championship against Hangman Adam Page. After last week's stare down, Jim Ross kept saying, "There seems to be some animosity here. Here." Okay. So I predicted this match months ago.
I mean, everyone.
The build is going to be like I said, it was going to be about the drinking, because CM Punk gets on the mic and he says, "Hey man, there's never been a more talented locker room in any place that I've ever been than there is here in AEW." Shots fired. Punk says that he's here, and hell yeah, he's a fan of Adam Page. He says, not everyone and everyone he's faced, he's a fan of, and he mentioned Eddie Kingston, which is shots fired again. He says he can't promise he'll win, but he promises he'll give 100%. Without the fans, there'd be no CM Punk. With the fans, there'd be no AEW locker room. There'd be no AEW. He said, without the fans, there would be no reason to come back to wrestling. He said, without fans, coming back to wrestling didn't matter to him, but fans did. Says he's also not a gambling man, but he always bets on himself. So know that Page will be in the fight of his life, and he will fight Page till the wheels fall off.
Oof. We're going to get an hour class between you two guys.
It's going to be a good match. It's going to be a great match.
Yeah.
Most people are saying they want CM Punk to go over Adam Page. Quite honestly,
CM Punk
I want Page to retain. Page needs a huge victory.
Page got to win.
Page needs a huge victory to retain the title. So, but on the flip side, if CM Punk wins the championship and he defends it against MJF can win the title. Elevating the guys. So anyway, but then we go backstage with Dan Lambert, who's with Scorpio.
Good old Dan Lambert.
That's now a face.
I just gotta say this, man. Because as a professional wrestler, who fans often ask me, why did you ever team up with Douglas Rockefeller? You're a great speaker on your own. Sometimes you need that heater. Someone that is so despicable that even their mom will be like, man, I should slap the shit out of myself for birthing you. Like, they need that kind of heater involved, right? So that's why Dan Lambert's here. Everyone fucking hates
never
Dan
hated
Lambert.
Douglas Rockefeller.
Of course not. Douglas is a peach.
It's funny because your heater is getting booed.
But wait, see, you guys are jumping the gun.
Right.
Here's the thing about Dan Lambert. Dan Lambert is a scummy piece of shit. He's a sexist fucking piece of shit. So you gotta be
even
a real
on AEW. So
he said he's a sexist, bigoted piece of shit.
It's like,
so for him to say something like that on TV, you got to be a real, like, shitty ass. I mean, like the nasty ass sewage from the end of the garbage when the garbage truck dumps your trash. You gotta be that shitty of a person to get booed.
He shattered Brandy Rose's feelings so much that just quit and left to the WWE.
So why does everyone hate Sammy Guevara and Ty Conti? Why is everyone cheering for Dan Lambert over Sammy Guevara and Ty Conti? I mean, come on. God damn. You got to be a real shitty person for the world's shittiest man to get a pop better than you, to get cheered better than you.
I wonder.
No, you're right about that one.
That's almost like Barack Obama coming out, getting cheered, right? Getting this pop. And then all of a sudden, Donald Trump swoops up and everybody starts cheering for him. you'd be like, what the fuck did Barack do?
Yeah, what did he do?
You see what I'm saying? So Sammy Guevara is so fucking hated that Donald Trump's getting high fives. Ain't that some shit?
That's weird. Well,
please explain that to me before we go any further with this show. Someone please explain that to me.
Hey man, when you fall off a ladder and kind of miss your spot and you're laying there possibly injured, and the fans are like, yes.
I'm like, wow.
I mean, usually people are like, oh, I fucking hate that guy. Oh, he's injured. Oh, I feel bad. I hope he's okay.
But not Sammy.
Like, fuck that guy. Nah, don't help him up. Fuck him, ref.
No.
Yeah, let him lay there.
Don't help him up.
Hope your neck's broke, motherfucker. And he lay there for a long time. The fans were like, yeah.
The fans were cheering. Now we all know the Philly crowd's crazy. Philly crowd's crazy. But they came to see Sammy get his ass beat in Philadelphia tonight. They didn't give a shit. They were booing Ty Conti. I mean, okay, so granted, last week we discussed it and we were talking about, sometimes when you got a super hot girlfriend and you're like a douchebag guy,
and people get mad.
Everyone hates the douchebag.
Yeah.
We talked about Macho Man and Elizabeth.
Yep.
We talked about fucking like Jake the Snake Roberts and whoever,
Miz and Maurice.
Miz and Maurice, but that's a different story.
The living legend.
I'm gonna mute Shane for a minute because that was some blasphemy that we can never ever hear on the show again.
Sonny and Shawn Michaels.
Chris Candido and Sonny.
Yeah,
Sonny was a dick. Chris Candido was a good guy. Sonny up here killing people and shit. But anyway, the point I'm making is when you're the basic dude and you got the super hot girl, of course people are gonna be like, "What the fuck? How'd that guy get her?" And there's gonna be some hate. But
a lot of hate.
Sammy gets hate for other reasons. Like I think Sammy needs to go back to sensitivity class. Because, first Sasha Banks, now Miley Cyrus. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Will this stupid kid ever grow up?
You know what I think got a lot of heat? Was when Johnny B. Bad used to come out with Kimberly Page.
Oh, yeah.
And I think people booed him because they're like, you're wasting it.
You're wasting it.
Yeah, man, but Sammy.
Sammy
Guevara, you are a fucking moron. I'm just gonna put that out there for everyone to know. Sammy is a fucking idiot, and Sammy, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, just don't say that word. Just say bang. That's all.
Don't even. Sammy, look. How about this? Keep your tongue in your fucking mouth because you look stupid pulling it out, sticking it out.
Well, I know some places
and stay off of the internet because obviously you're a fucking moron.
Idiot, stupid.
Stupid. Yeah.
Where's Eustace? And I want him to say stupid dog. You made me look bad.
We just had to get that out because Sammy's a fucking idiot, and just an idiot. Stupid
idiot.
Anyway, so the black comeback. I was about to say something else. It ain't 9:00 yet. The BCC, ladies and gentlemen, not the BBC. I'm not talking about the British Broadcasting Network.
Blackpool Combat Club.
The Blackpool Combat Club versus the Factory.
They all got their single entrance today.
And tonight, Wheeler Yuta's entrance was lit because, he's at home.
Hey, man, he came out and showed out.
Hey, did you realize that he came out this week with fucking William Regal?
Yeah. Yep. William Regal and him are buddies now.
But here's my question.
What?
Why does William Regal not come out with John Moxley?
Because Wheeler Yuta is the new guy?
Not even that.
Look, he's the new guy in the
group. He comes out with Bryan Danielson, or Daniel Bryanson, whatever you fucking want to call him this week. Daniel Bryan. Bryan Danielson, whatever you want to call him this week. The American Dragon, let's just call him that. He comes out with the American Dragon. He comes out with Wheeler Yuta, but he does not come out with Mox.
He will next week.
Mox comes from
the
the
same
crowd.
reason why when the Blackpool Combat Club was together, William Regal was like, "Here I am with the world's greatest wrestler, the a prototype of what a wrestler should be."
Yep.
And
Moxley.
And Moxley.
right here.
Anyway,
And this guy.
so
No,
tonight
that
Wheeler
is
Yuta came out. Yuta came out with the ROH Pure Wrestling Championship too.
Yes, sir.
And did you
I'm
notice?
loving it.
Did you notice on his tights? His tights were white with blood splatter all over.
Blood.
Yes, they sure were.
Yes,
Black
I fucking marked up
combat
so bad.
colors.
Yeah, he had the little tank top on his head. BCC, not BBC, ladies and gentlemen.
I wonder
not
how the best
BBC.
friends feel right now.
Did you not see, dude? Do you watch Being the Elite?
Sometimes.
I
Watch
not.
this week Being the Elite. It starts out with fucking Chuck Taylor Chuck E. T sitting on the ground, and he has a best friend shirt, and he's slowly peeling away the part where Yuta was. He put some duct tape on it.
Yeah, it's just gonna
I was like, I want to give Chuck E. T a hug.
Wah, wah.
he's hurt.
Yeah.
His feelings are hurt.
He's no longer your best friend. Nope. So anyway, Nick Camarado, the biggest guy in the whole fucking Blackpool Combat
Nick
Club,
Camarado.
looking like fucking Jeff Gaylord from World Class Championship Wrestling, looking like Ezekiel's younger brother, P. Ezekiel. Elias's youngest brother. Yeah. Nick Camarado looking like that and the Brawny Man all at the same time.
And also straight from the bowling alley, QT Marshall.
Your boy QT Marshall.
You should really announce
Solo.
that. Hey, AEW, if you're watching this, announce him straight from the bowling alley, QT Marshall.
Straight from the bowling alley.
And poor Aaron Solo. Look, Solo begins by attacking Yuta, which was funny.
Yeah.
Nick Camarado gets attacked by fucking John Moxley.
Yeah.
And it was just like it was this whole match was like one
murder.
ass whooping after another.
Too fast.
Yuta, they put Yuta in there so much, and Yuta controlled like 75% of the match.
Dude, they're showcasing them.
He was fighting like
shine.
Camarado. Yeah, he was fighting Camarado, the biggest fucking dude in the whole thing.
Dude, Camarado looks a lot like Braun Strowman back during his
Wyatt family days.
Wyatt family days.
Stealing boat days.
Control your narrative.
Stealing boats. Dude, if you put him in a black sailor hat and a black peacoat, he could play Brutus. Oh, I ought to get you, Popeye.
Hey, no, you could be right. You could be right.
Crazy.
Could be a star for that role.
Yeah, could be.
He only says a few words anyway, so
So, it was like I said, it was just a lot of domination. Brian and Moxley came in and locked in their submissions while Yuta was fucking just beating the shit out of Nick Camarado, the biggest guy in the fight.
Yep.
And like this, they
he likes men that are big.
Straps to him.
Would you say he likes big men?
Yeah, he likes big men.
It's a complex, man. He got to prove a point.
Yeah,
he does.
He got to take out the biggest guy in the room.
Because Nick Camarado was so big to him.
He'll be okay in prison then. He'll walk in there and be like, yo, who's running this shit? And he'll be like, me. No, me, motherfucker. And he starts beating his ass.
And then people were like, where's you part of that stable? The Black
Like when Jet Li the one,
yep.
I am nobody's bitch.
You guys ever see Half Baked?
No.
I'm the squirrel man's bitch. I'm squirrel man's bitch. You hear that? I'm someone's bitch.
Man, I gotta watch these movies so I can understand it.
Oh my God, Shane. Look. I had a conversation with someone. I was like, dude.
I'm coming for your cocktail.
No, nasty Nate, no. Nasty Nate.
Naughty jungle of love.
Oh my God.
Shane, you gotta go. You gotta go turn on. You gotta watch Half Baked tonight, man.
Oh my God.
I just might.
He killed Killer, B.
Yo.
Killer was the son of a three-legged bitch named Nibbles.
Hopefully it's on HBO Max.
Oh my God.
Actually, I think it's on Peacock.
Bro, you want to hear something funny? I was driving to the coast one time with a girlfriend, right? And I saw the sign and I fucking started laughing so hard. And she's staring at me like, "What's wrong with you?" And I'm like, "Mr. Nice Guy." There's legitimately a fucking weed place here in Portland named Mr. Nice Guy.
Why not?
I was like, I want to talk to Samson. Fly me to the moon. Oh my God.
Being black and gifted.
I need to back you out of me.
Doctor says I need to back you out of me.
Why'd you sleep with my mama? Why?
Lord, forgive me. Help!
I don't get it.
Shane's like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Yeah, seriously, I just like smiling.
That sounds funny.
Yo, that's City B.
Right near the beach, boy. That comes every time I see Kofi, I think of that. Right near the beach, boy. A lot
When
of
he started with that gimmick, I was like,
oh my God.
What happened to your fake African American accent?
Right. Your fake Jamaican accent.
Weren't you Jamaican?
He was like, yeah, man, I'm from Jamaica, Queens. Jamaican me crazy. Anyway, so we go backstage. Earlier, we talked about Tony Schiavone with Britt Baker, Jamie Hayter, and Tony Storm. Now, Tony Storm says, it seems like every no. So she says, blah, blah, blah. First round, she wants Britt to say hello to her friend. I have a friend too. And then Ruby Soho walks in. Who remember that Ruby Soho even qualified for the fucking
I did
the Owen tournament? I totally forgot.
I did because I remember last week when we wrestled, I was like, holy shit, Ruby Soho, where's she been?
Yeah.
But you know what's funny? The commentator said Tony Schiavone is backstage with the 3 women who qualified. And there was 4 women who qualified.
Yeah, Tony Schiavone.
So when Ruby Soho walked up, I was like, oh, this is the start of a tag team match right here.
Well, maybe
you know, that no physicality rule. No physicality rule.
Physicality.
So basically, Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter are known for being the mean girls in the locker room. Whenever someone new comes, they pick on the mean girl.
Well, they shit in somebody's bag?
They didn't Randy Orton. It wasn't 20 years of shitting in bags, that's for sure.
I mean, if you ain't shitting in nobody's gym bag, I mean, you got to up your game a little bit.
Yeah, you got shit in their shoes now. Fuck it.
Oh, man.
I was just going to say throw a dirty tampon in there, but okay.
You wouldn't
wow.
easily notice
nasty.
that.
He was a nasty boy. Look, so this was
boy.
I'm an island boy.
Island boy. No.
See, I lost one fucking IQ point because of that shit. So we're backstage with them, and the funniest line, Britt Baker keeps throwing out fucking zingers. I love Britt Baker and her zingers. The simple fact that she was like, hey, we have things to do right now. We're gonna go visit Ruby's second home, catering. I was like, wow. First we talked about the cake, smashing the cake in Tony Storm's face. Yeah, she can't leave this company like they're gonna make her leave this company like she did the WWE. Now the fucking catering gimmick.
Oh, they can't keep their mouth out of WWE. Oh my God.
Like tonight, man, I gotta say, man, tonight shots were fire. Like somebody was just dumping.
Man, I gotta say, like, so let's say we're backstage and let's say I've been riding the bench for a while.
Right.
And you walk up to me and go, hey, we're gonna do a promo later. Hey, by the way, I just want to make sure it's cool. I'll make a joke about you hanging out and catering. And maybe the first time I'd be like, that's pretty funny. Second, third time, look, motherfucker. I mean, come on.
I get it.
Hey, I'm going to talk about you leaving WWE. I'm going to talk about you, spending more time on your back counting the lights and spending time on your back to your boyfriend. Just like, after a while, you'd be like, God damn, maybe I made some bad career choices.
Something.
Yeah.
But I will tell you this. They never get old. Yeah,
of course not. No, never get old.
Never get old. Speaking of never getting old, Lance Archer. Jesus fucking Christ. Is that guy ever
he went at it with Wardlow. It was big, meaty man slapping.
Hold on. Before we start with this match, we got to get to one of my favorite segments of the night.
Is it the Jungle Boy Christian Cage one?
Oh, yeah. That one.
With my man, Powerhouse Hobbs certifiably rolling in like fucking full force.
Oh yeah.
Yes! Just came in from the right side of the screen. Just swole
as
up.
fuck. Shout
He
out to the
was
Bay Area
swole.
boy himself, Powerhouse Hobbs. Look.
Oh man, just challenging. They said, hey, we're like what, third in line? Something like that. And they got the big pop last week. They got the big victory last week.
They were in Louisiana.
You know, what do you say? The friendly neighborhood hometown boy or whatever
Yeah,
he called
something
himself.
like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. So yeah, these two together, yeah, they got my attention. I'm enjoying it.
I will say shout out to Christian real quick because Christian stole a fucking NXT line. This was a teachable moment.
Yes.
And then he said,
Jungle Boy was pissed lost last week, and Christian was like, "Hey man, you sound like a loser." But that was a teachable moment. He said, I was like, okay, that's some NXT teachable moment shit.
Yeah.
Again,
yeah, but they're still champions.
Yeah. So basically,
and
Luchasaurus
gave us the
You know what? I want Luchasaurus to get stuck in some tar. Just be like, yo, Luchasaurus, have you ever been down La Brea?
Oh my God.
Wow.
If someone threw down some tar backstage and they're like, oh, Luchasaurus can't make it to the ring. What's going on? He's stuck in tar like, rah.
I want to be fossilized.
Or just have it be frozen and carbonite, like Han Solo.
No, man. You don't understand. Tar, look, see, ladies and gentlemen, this is why we love Shane on the show. Shane is always comedy. Okay, because Shane he's young. He doesn't know anything. He knows about wrestling. He knows about Twitch streaming, but he doesn't know about life. He doesn't know that the dinosaurs were refossilized in Los Angeles, California. We like to call
they're actually going to make an actual Jurassic Park. I did hear about that.
Now, unless someone could summon a meteor and have a meteor hit them, that'd be even better. But we got to go with the tar.
Shit, we can get fucking Edge to swoop on over real quick with some hocus pocus.
Now, I don't know why they're doing that. Didn't we just have like 4 or 5 goddamn movies saying that is a bad idea?
Just saying. But Lance Archer and Wardlow. Let's talk about that shit because Shane loves it when two big beefy men slap all types of meat.
Oh yeah, JR called it a slobber knocker. That's exactly what it was.
I called it big meaty man snapping meat all day every day. That's a slobber knocker.
But let me tell you, there's something you never really see from Wardlow. A fucking Hurricane Rana.
Yeah, he's a big meaty man.
He was like, I'm a big meaty man. I'm gonna slap you with my meat on this Hurricane Rana. And he fucking did it. Man, Archer looked like Archer was looking for a chokeslam. Wardlow powered out, and both men were like, clothesline.
Clothesline.
They got up, just two big ass
dudes. 2 count.
Throwing blows. Then Archer just went for old school. Dropped down on Wardlow.
Yep, he did.
All over that big ass chokeslam.
What
I like the way they're building Wardlow, but they're kind of like squashing other people in the interim.
To get squashed. Like, come on,
yeah, I don't feel Lance Archer got squashed. I mean,
look at it this way.
Match.
Look at it this way. I'm a tough guy. I'm 230 pounds of muscle. I'm a big dude. I'm not a small guy, but I'm not a super big guy. So if Lance Archer chokeslam me, I'm gonna stay down. Lance Archer chokeslam fucking Wardlow. Wardlow got it before the fucking one.
Actually, no, he kicked out at 2.
I seen Wardlow Lance Archer throw motherfuckers through the ceiling. I'm just saying. To me, that kind of like nerfed him a little bit. It's like playing Call of Duty with the big ass gun, and you're like fucking wasting the whole clip into a guy, and then a guy with a handgun walks up, beep, shoots him.
The most overrated game ever.
Shut your fucking mouth, Shane.
The most overly Twitch streaming game ever.
Dude, I'm about to Twitch stream Rainbow Six, man. I've been playing Rainbow Six Siege.
I mean,
oh my God, let me tell you guys a story about Rainbow Six Siege today.
Oh yeah?
This little boy started talking shit on the game.
Oh yeah, they always do.
And spamming the fuck out of us. While we were playing, right? So my boy Aiden was like, I'm gonna jump into his voice chat. Dude was talking shit, but kept sending us chats to join his little fucking group. I was like, fuck this guy. I talk so bad about this dude. I was like, man, I will come to your house. I will fuck your mom. I was going off on
I'll
this
become
dude.
your stepfather.
Like I talked so much shit to this guy. I was like, hey champ, how you doing? Like I was going off on the guy, right? Aiden comes back to our chat and says, dude could have been like 12. Dude was talking so much shit. He was like, dude was talking so much shit. And I was just like, hey man, do you want to talk about this when you fucking calm down? He said the dude was talking so much shit and was so angry that the dude was talking shit and left his own group chat. Like fuck it, and just left.
That's why I don't play a whole lot of online and never play those kind of games.
So once again, shout out to my boy Aiden because he put his ass in his place. It was funny. I fucking laughed, but then I felt guilty. I'm like, damn, my daughter's right.
Toxic.
I am a bully online. I be beating people up so bad in Call of Duty. They be throwing their controllers and shit and be super angry and be like cussing me out. And I'll be like, yo, hey man,
sometimes they deserve it.
Hey, I love it. I fucking love it. I love pissing someone off so bad where they're like, hey man, fuck you, I quit. And they just leave.
Hey man, it's not showing off. I mean, let us go back to the wisdom of Smallville when Clark said to his dad, Dad, is it showing off when a cheetah runs or when a hawk flies?
Nope.
No, that's just what they do.
Is what they do.
I win championships and I beat people in Call of Duty.
When you come online and you think you got jokes and you want to talk shit, you better know who you're talking to. Because there are some people out there who will hurt your feelings and we don't give a fuck how old you are.
No.
Right? Julian has a favorite phrase.
You're the one. Hold on. You're the one that's
between,
playing a rated amateur game. You're the one I bought it. You prepare for the insult.
Look, just because you're a 53-year-old dude living in your grandma's basement, jacking off into a fucking sock, that's not my fault. Okay. I will say this though. Julian has a phrase that he says all the time on the show, and I've adopted it as my own. I love it. I think about it like at least 3 times a day. Julian, tell these people where freedom of speech gets you.
Freedom of speech is freedom to get your ass whipped.
Boom. I dropped this mic, but it costs way too much money.
And also, ladies and gentlemen, much like we learned from the recent Mike Tyson videotape, nothing will make you reconsider your argument like a taste of your own blood in your mouth.
Hey, you will get a 2-piece. And we ain't talking about biscuits and we ain't talking about chips and biscuits. We're talking about a 2-piece.
Everybody got a plan when they get punched in the mouth.
Everybody.
Yep, that's right. That is right, my friend. That is so right. Anyway, so going back to this match, Wardlow gets the pin, and as Wardlow gets the pin, he goes back outside. He does his powerbomb symphony. Goes to the security detail, and they handcuff him again.
Security.
Yeah, well, are they actually security? We don't know. But now, ladies and gentlemen, I said this show was top notch.
From the Nightmare Factory.
Could be.
Now we go to the down point.
From the top to the bottom, I said this show was amazing, except for one thing. Angelo Parker kicks off things, claiming they had agreed to a no physicality, which the JAS has done. And so that even the rats
that on site is no longer on the table.
Exactly.
Not that it ever was, obviously.
No. But I will say this. For those who have been watching wrestling for a long time, Shane, this excludes you. The funniest thing that Angelo Parker says, and I quote, "For 7 weeks, bringing you the world's best sports entertainment." The old WWE intro, I was laughing my ass off about that. The whole WWE World Wrestling Federation proudly presents, he was doing basically that. So we get Santana Ortiz and Eddie Kingston to the ring. Jericho tells everyone that they're lucky enough to be living in his era. They were deprived the world of seeing him last week, so he's pissed and he demands an apology.
Demands.
What do you think, Julian?
Funniest line of the night when they talked about Eddie Kingston's manicured eyebrows.
Yeah.
I've got to say, for weeks, I've looked at Eddie Kingston coming out there really angry, and I'm like, guy's got some really nice eyebrows. Like,
right?
Is it natural? Does he like really take care? It's like Veer coming out being really mad, and he'd be like,
and then when he's also,
you
you shared his pictures.
like, I know you're mad, but can I? Hey, bro, like your beard game. Like, well, what do you use
for that?
Like, how can I be down? Like, what's up?
Yeah.
Like, hey, Eddie, did you get threaded? Do you use a razor? Like, what's up, man? So that's why this shit was just hilarious, because you're just like, tough guy does have some really nice ass eyebrows.
And you know what's funny about that whole thing you just said? Eddie Kingston hates sports entertainment, but that motherfucker was sports entertainment. He was sports entertainment. He was all like, "You and your pretty manicured eyebrows," and he was like,
"He did." Oh my god, that was hilarious.
I was like, "Okay, Eddie. All right, partner. I see you." But Eddie Kingston, you know, like he's from the hood. He's a gangster. He ain't fucking around. He was like, "Yo, man, you can talk about putting a hit out on somebody. In my neighborhood, a hit is when you land 6 feet deep." Can we talk about something for a second?
You ain't even putting the body in the ground.
Why did Daniel Garcia have a Kango flip backwards and he had a tank top like he was from the streets of New York?
Yeah.
He
almost looked like Butch.
I was thinking the same thing. If he had suspenders on, I would have been like, done. Listen here, Butch.
Oh, he can't do suspenders.
No one should do suspenders. No one should do suspenders and bow ties anymore. I'm sorry, but the 30s call, they want their shit back. Oh, look.
Well, you don't like the Muslim short set?
Muslim short set. I don't want to bean pie.
Suspenders on bean pies. Come on.
Hey, that's that shit you get Inglewood.
It is hot as fuck on Crenshaw, man, in the middle of August.
Yeah.
Come on.
Assalamu alaikum. Alaikum salam. You want a bean pie, brother? I don't eat bean pies. Yeah,
fire.
You do, motherfucker.
Let me get 2 pineapple cheesecakes on the final call.
Don't be down there on 65th and Crenshaw. You get scooped up real quick by the Muslims. Yo, man, you want a bean pie? I said, do you want to look? I only met one other group more scary than Muslims. The goddamn Girl Scouts.
Oh, they gangster.
Thank you, Julian. There's only one time you can go in a store and they'd be like, "Hey, you want to buy a box of cookies?"
No.
Sure, I'll take a box of cookies. Would you say 5? 5 boxes? No,
they gotta get enough money so they can buy a new bike. Come on now.
Would you say 3 boxes of cookies? Mom, he said 3 boxes. Did you say you said 3 boxes of cookies, right?
Oh, you want a whole lifetime supply of cookies?
Hey, man. I tried to get away from the ass one time. I was like, I ain't got no cash. Homegirl was like, I got Square. I was like, I only use digital. I only use digital on my phone. She goes, I got Zelle. What's your Zelle?
I got Zelle.
I was like, okay, you got me.
Hey, dude, when it is cookie selling season, the girls
they're gonna go after you
they got shit on Girl Scouts.
Yep.
Yes.
Hey, remember like 6 months ago, I asked you if you wanted some cookies. You said you probably buy 6 boxes. Here I am.
Right? Here I am, champ.
Where's your money?
You got the lunch money. You ain't got to tell anybody. Eat tomorrow.
$3.
Oh my God.
$3.
Oh, Shane.
Shane, you got to watch Better Off Dead, man. Better Off
Dead.
Shane
doesn't understand what we're talking about.
I don't understand. It's like,
dude was on his bike forever trying to get his paper route money.
Shane, I got to make a top. All right, hey, Shane, we're going to start at the top. So, have you seen Tombstone?
No.
I'm your Huckleberry. Shane, you have not seen Tombstone?
What?
God damn it, Shane. I got to get Shane out
here. John and Ringo, Madcap. Oh my God, Shane! I gotta make a top 10 list.
I know watch a whole lot of shit.
Listen to me, Shane. Listen to the words coming out of my mouth. Tombstone is the only, I repeat, the only true 100% word for fucking word, action for action, what actually happened in Tombstone, Arizona, with Wyatt Earp and his fucking Immortals against Johnny Ringo and his boys. That right there, I read a book written by Wyatt Earp, and word for word, that movie with Kevin Costner, Wyatt Earp, that was bullshit. That movie Tombstone, word for word, action for action, that was legit what was said. From Morgan saying, "You're the best now, brother." All that shit. That was all written down, bro. Tombstone, best movie ever.
Run, you cur! Oh man! All right,
My
Shane.
favorite part is I'm your Huckleberry.
Runtime is 2 hours.
Have you seen Shane? Have you seen Superman 2, the Richard Donner cut?
I have seen Superman 2, but not the cut. No.
You got to see the Richard Donner cut.
Yes.
It puts a lot of things in a much better perspective, and it's fantastic.
Yes.
All right, Half Baked. You got to see Half Baked. You got to see Better Off Dead. Better Off Dead.
You guys gotta give me a list. You guys gotta give me a list.
Put that shit in the chat for him.
List of movies that I gotta watch so I can understand.
I'm gonna fucking quiz you every week, Shane, on the movie. You better fucking have all that shit down. You better have it all down. I'm gonna go on your Twitch channel while you're playing games, and I'm gonna start putting quotes in the chat.
You're putting me on the spot. See, I'm not good at that.
I'll put quotes in the chat. I'll be like, "I'm your Huckleberry." You'd be like, "What? Huckleberry? Pie?"
Whoa! My argument's not with you, Lunger.
Mm-hmm.
That is the ultimate back down. That was the ultimate fucking back down. Yeah, nigga, what's up? You ready? Oh, shit.
What about when he had the cup and he's all, "I got you."
Yeah.
Again, I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey man, look, Val Kilmer, that's the best role that motherfucker ever played, bro.
Best role. Fuck
best
he,
role.
Definitely not as Batman.
That's almost like saying Robert Pattinson was great as Batman.
You got to watch Batman 3 with the Riddler for one line and one line only.
Oh, I definitely seen that.
Holy rusted metal, Batman! Huh? The metal, it's rusted. It has holes in it.
And then he looked at me like, "What did you say?"
Yeah, man. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're all off track with this joint. Well, that's because what we're talking about was a lot better than this fucking Jericho Society bullshit.
Dawn of the Dead, 1996. Zack Snyder, screenplay by James Gunn.
I think I have seen that one. It's been quite a while. I definitely seen that one.
Actually, all the George Romero zombie movies, check them out. Land of the Dead.
All right, so this is a new show called "The Movies That Shane Have Not Seen."
We should fucking put it. We can have content all day for that.
Oh my god, dude!
How would you guys like to do a Splash TV show on movies?
Shane has not seen.
Ooh,
I will bring Shayla on the show because there's a whole bunch of movies Shayla ain't seen.
Oh my god, we will grill the shit out of them.
She's just like,
what did you say? What did you just say?
Shut up!
I'm like, heifer with cheese, yo.
Bag of double cheeseburgers for a cop.
Wait a minute. This is supposed to be a Dynamite review. What the heck is going on?
Anyway. So let's get back to Dynamite because we have what's next is probably the best women's match of the entire year. Fucking Philly street fight. Hikaru Shida, Serena Deeb.
Spot of the night is where Serena Deeb reaches under the ring.
Yes.
She grabs a bag of Tony Khan's cocaine and throws it into the face.
TK is like,
just gets high. He doesn't know what to do.
He said Tony Khan's cocaine.
Is that a bag
those are Julian's explicit words, not ours, and they don't fuck those around here for some podcast or by SM.net.
The ref was like, "Here, let me help you."
Bryce Rensburg once again. Hikaru Shida, man, that chick from the consistent knee strikes to the face, and it's really blocked it with a chair. I was like, I looked at my knee like, damn.
Yeah.
Man. But you know what?
Chair was crazy.
Yes, it was.
But you know the great fucking storytelling this whole thing was this was going on for like 7 months.
Storytelling.
People were injured.
So when they advertised the match, I was like, "Are they still fighting?"
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, dude, fight forever. Fight forever.
There was a fight forever chant too.
I tell you, the Avalanche Falcon Arrow. Oh my god.
The deal.
Hey man, one of my favorite moves that's getting used at least once on every show is the Greco-Roman thumb to the eye.
Oh
yeah. Hey, wrestling, man, wrestling.
Control your narrative.
Wrestling. That's all I gotta say.
Control your narrative.
Don't talk about that shit on the show. We'll get fucking canceled.
Where
I do too many super kicks. I do too many
you want to
dives.
know
I'll
how
get
to get
canceled.
fired?
But remember, you have to slap your thigh to give it more momentum so that it.
Yeah.
All that.
Yeah.
So
That's
also
why your knee's
flavor.
fucked up right now. You didn't slap your leg last time. And
Oh,
give it
that's
power
it.
that-
Yeah.
Damn it! I knew something. I did a knee strike and forgot to slap my knee. God damn it!
That's the whole
Hey.
reason why Dusty Rhodes used to do the bionic windup before the elbow.
Well, yeah, he was doing that flip flop to fly, popping that elbow on him. That's what made it bionic. He was
The
revving
best
up that
way to
fucking
get
kinetic energy in that
fired-
elbow.
The best way to get hired at Control Your Narrative and fired at Control Your Narrative is the same day to do Super Kick, Canadian Destroyers, and to be the Suicided all in the same day. They would not like that.
They gonna fucking fire my ass real quick. Think of this motherfucker walked into the room diving out of tables and shit. Like, yeah, he fired.
Okay, I get it is one thing for them not liking it, but to actually have a rule of it, stupid.
Okay,
Very
so
stupid.
So we're talking about AEW, but I'm gonna talk about that for a second. You know, that's
Yeah.
just trolling fans, right? That's trolling the.
No,
That's
it's
trolling
an
people.
actual rule. It's an actual
Well,
legit
I
rule.
mean, but remember back when WCW had the
Over
no,
the top rope.
no throwing someone over the top rope rule
Mhm.
and no coming off the top rope, whatever.
They're gonna
Yeah,
get
that was
over
some
the
dumb
top.
shit.
So,
That was some dumb shit.
Yeah.
Then they brought the luchas in. They were like, "No coming off the top rope. These motherfuckers can dive outside and all this
Yeah.
crazy shit."
Yeah. How do you have a battle royal?
Apparently, you throw a motherfucker through the bottom of the rope. It's reverse battle royal. Last person to the outside wins.
So a bottom Royal Rumble.
Yeah, well, some people like to be bottoms.
Oh,
Anyway, it's 9:03. I can
so
say that
what
now.
happened to your house last
Oh
night?
yeah, 9:00.
Wow.
All the
Wow.
bottom.
So Serenity hits the Serenity lock on the injured hamstring, and then she gets the Texas Cloverleaf, locks it in, and gets a submission win. How many times do you see a submission win in a women's match on TV?
Hardly ever.
It was a great match. Serenity got the
Yeah.
match. So then we get backstage.
And
Sean
hold on,
Spears.
before we go any further,
Oh
I
man.
want everyone to just watch this match because if you look at Serena Deeb and the constant intensity on her face,
And
Mm-hmm.
her face from the get-go was, I'm here to beat a bitch's ass.
Mm-hmm.
I just
And-
thought you really had to use the
man.
bathroom.
She was just like from ring bell to ring bell, just mad.
Everything about Serena Deeb is perfect.
So
Everything about it is
does
perfect.
that mean maybe
Like,
at
if you put Serena Deeb and Tony and Jamie Hayter together, psst,
Whew.
that's
so
it.
doesn't that mean that it could be Serena Deeb versus Thunder Rosa at Double or Nothing?
Well, Thunder Rosa was watching backstage, and
Yeah,
Oh
you know,
yeah.
that's gonna be
I
great.
think Serena. Shout out to my friend there, Thunder Rosa, friend of the channel, but I do think that Serena Deeb will have her number.
I'm telling.
She's watching. She probably heard me say it. That's why I said shout out to her first. Much
He's
respect.
running against
Um,
you.
Yeah. I gotta give my girl Nikita Lyons a shout out too. Shout out to my girl Faith.
Nikita Lyons.
She did all she could do last night against
Yes.
against Lash Legend in the worst women's match I've ever seen on television.
Nikita Lyons.
Now I gotta go watch it.
No.
No,
Let me
Julian.
put it this way. Nikita Lyons did everything she could to make that match work. Lash Legend is horrible. It's almost like watching an Island Boy. I'm an
No.
Island Boy. I'd rather watch that shit
No.
than.
Isn't
than
this like
fucking
their
match.
second match?
Yeah, it's their
Yeah.
second.
And they were like, "This is better than the
Rematch it.
first." Bullshit. The best thing that happened that night was Nikita Lyons is
Yeah.
going to end up facing Natty Neidhart in a tag
Yes.
team match with Cora Jade and unfortunately Lash Legend. God damn.
Hold up. It's gonna be Natty and Lash Legend
Versus
versus
Cora
Cora
Jade
Jade. Okay.
Cora Jade,
and Nikita Lyons.
the imposter skater.
So it'll be like, Natty is gonna be the MVP to Lash Legend's Omos.
It's going to be yes. Except for not only as a mouthpiece, but as a wrestler, as like Natty's going to take 99% of the match, and Lash going to come in and give like 2 boots, which
I
she's
mean,
good at
she's-
giving boots. But there were some points where she was running the ropes, and you can tell there was supposed to be a spot that she was supposed to do, and Nikita was ready for the spot, and Lash looked like, "What am I doing?" And Nikita shot her to the ropes again. I was like, if this wasn't my friend wrestling, I would
when
choose
you
the
weren't
channel.
said it's best, they don't know what they're doing.
Like, I'm supporting my friend. I'm supporting my friend Faith. I'm not supporting Lash Legend. So goddamn,
Nikita
that was
Lyons
horrible.
did everything she can.
Yeah, she did. So shout out to my girl Nikita. So speaking of shout outs, we get Sean Spears and MJF backstage. Now I neglected to talk about MJF's first quote of the night. He said, the reason the birth rate here in Philadelphia is so bad is because the women use their personalities as birth control. I was like, God damn.
That was. Ooh.
If you're a woman who lives in Philadelphia, I apologize for MJF, but he just shit all over you guys with that comment.
MJF gives no fuck.
That dude gives 2 fucks and a shit. 2 shits and a fuck. That's what it is. So if you've been watching,
I appreciate it because he said their personalities.
Yeah, he did. He didn't want to be like Sammy Guevara. Speaking of Sammy Guevara, if you've been watching Sammy's vlog, which honestly it's kind of interesting to watch because you get Fuego on there, you get Alan Angels from the Dark World. You got a couple cool things on the vlog. I watch it every now and then. I like watching those guys. So Fuego del Sol, who is a luchador from Mobile, Alabama, he has the most country ass accent, and I love his little daughter on the show. Like she's just like running around, she's like, oh my god, she's getting chased by the guy. It's so fun. It's such a cute thing. Anyway, so Fuego keeps calling out the House of Black.
Yeah, he does.
And Fuego's all 5'5", 160 pounds, soaking wet.
No more
Dusty Rhodes boots on.
Fuego.
Like Fuego is a small ass dude. But Fuego's got a big heart, man. Fuego's got heart. Fuego's like, yo, man, I want to fight the biggest dog in the yard. All 3 of y'all.
Sure
all 3 of them.
So, yeah. Well, yeah. So the lights go out, and then they come back on, and Fuego is laying in the middle of the ring. And
oh man, there's gonna be so many memes.
Yep.
And out of nowhere, Malachi Black just comes up and he's gonna pull the mask off, and Alex Abrahantes appears in the ring. So once again, hocus pocus.
Supposedly.
But it wasn't hocus pocus because he wasn't like poof. He was there. Like you could see him in the ring in the dark. And he says,
the reason why he dressed this way is because.
No. He says, I've been waiting for this moment to blindside the House of Black.
Yeah.
And then Penta shows up. And then Pac shows up. And all of a sudden, Alex Abrahantes appears dressed normally.
Yeah, normally. I was like, yay, finally.
I was like, he's wearing like regular. Who's in the ring? The lights come back on. Who is it? The returning Rey Fenix.
He's all better.
Who swings a shovel at the House of Black. So Phoenix was lighting up Buddy Matthews with like fucking kicks to the face, foot stomps, the Death Triangle just all went crazy. So now we're gonna have the Death Triangle versus the House of Black, full force. Like I can't wait to see. And this is gonna be pretty sad to say, but I can't wait to see Brody King throw Phoenix like 5 rows in. Because that's gonna happen.
Can we just get the trios belt already?
Yeah,
dude. AEW is building to the trios titles. Thank God. And once again, AEW has put a story in motion, and they're building to the climax. It's like when you start having sex with a woman, Shane, and you start getting to her mentally. You're building the anticipation. The lust, the want, the desires, the needs. And then you're disappointed when you pull your pants down. But besides that, we're not going to have that in this type of match. This match is going to be straight up blue chew from the gate.
Oh, man, the blue chew. That's not sponsored.
At the end of the thing, the Death Triangle took down the House of Black, and they're standing tall, which is what should happen. The faces with a returning face should stand tall. Then we go backstage. Now, I'm about to draw some heat right now. I don't give a shit. Will Washington from Grab City, you're my boy. I know this is your cousin, but I'm just going to say it because I've been around him, in the Northwest. Swerve Strickland is not all that.
How dare you?
I'm gonna get some heat. Fuck it, bring it to me. It's God's second
Oh,
winter here in
no.
Oregon. So I'm cool with it. But he ain't all that. I mean, don't get me wrong. Swerve is good. He is good.
He is
But
really
to
good. He
walk
was the
into
fight
someone's
champion.
place and say, "Yo, this is Swerve's house,"
Swerve's out.
Darby was
So
like,
it's the epitome of fake it till you make it. I'm just gonna go forth with the I have swagger thing. It's on par with I'm the greatest free agent ever to be signed. I mean, it's along those lines.
Mhm.
However, when you have a catchphrase that not everybody's really on board with,
"Yes,
it just comes off as awkward. And the comparison is always going to be The Rock saying, with the millions, and you just hear the place just like vibrate.
Also remember that those fans used to also chant "Die, Rocky, die."
Yeah.
So that took a good 20 years before The Rock was like, "Finally, The Rock has come back too."
Yeah.
And the fans
But I
would
mean,
go,
even if they were
Imagine The
booing
Rock
him,
in AEW. Oh my God.
even if they were booing him, that'd be one thing. Then you get like a smattering of people saying Swerve's house, and then that one town they were in, where everyone's like, "Oh, well, no, where are we? What is this?" And like I said, I mean, his in ring is different. I'll call it that. It's different.
he has a way with him. Like he has a way. Like, don't get me wrong. I can't stress this enough, ladies and gentlemen. Swerve is good.
Very good.
His in-ring wrestling, he's good.
I
He's
met
fucking
him
good.
at Defy. Same with Darby Allin. I met those two before they became all elite.
Darby Allin made his first match at BCW, so whatever. He's good. Swerve is good, but it's the forcing him down people's throats to make him cool. Like,
Well,
indie guys know Swerve. NXT people know Swerve, but the rest of the wrestling world. Let me rephrase that. The few NXT fans outside of Florida know Swerve.
He was in Defy and he was Defy World Champion.
Who cares? That's an indie. I'm speaking. Well, I'm speaking of a major organization worldwide. So here he is in. He's in NXT. He's part of Hit Row. Okay, people see that he's part of Hit Row. He's okay. Hit Row gets pulled up to the main roster. They're gone.
And then
they're gone. Right.
Same.
He was also kill shot in Lucha Underground.
Great.
So amazing. A lot of people, fuck yeah, great matches that Kill Shot had with fucking Ricochet. Come
Dante
on,
Fox, like come
bro,
on,
AR Fox, yes. Look, these are guys like as a wrestler, these are fucking awesome guys.
Yes,
as a personality, in a personality driven era of the business now.
Yeah,
I mean, look, MJF's a great fucking wrestler. He's fucking great. The guy. A creative pro wrestling legend. The guy's he's only like he's not even fucking 25 years old yet. He's great. How many matches did he wrestle last year? 12.
Yep.
Well,
but you know what got MJF over? His mouth, his personality, his gimmick. Not his wrestling ability, because his wrestling ability is on par.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So in a personality driven era of wrestling, Swerve's trying too hard to be cool.
Yeah, and
he has a natural coolness to him.
Shane, I'm gonna draw a parallel here that you're totally gonna understand. Swerve's wrestling style in the ring is different in the same way that DOS Effects was when they dropped their first album.
Mm-hmm. He don't know DOS Effects. You gotta make it okay. Damn Shane.
Bum stickity bum, hun.
Listen, Shane. I'm gonna make it simple for you. his wrestling style is
like Galaxy Coke.
a new era of The Rock, Ricky Starks, and Chad Gable.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like he can wrestle like Gable.
Yeah.
He has a gimmick like Ricky Starks. Okay. And he's cool. But the problem is he's cool, but he's trying too hard to be cool. He's like what people will say in the gaming world. He's a tryhard.
Yeah, try.
That's what he is. He's a tryhard. When he doesn't have to be. If he just kick back,
No.
like, yeah, man, I'm okay. Women dig a guy, Shane, that isn't like, yeah, man, I got a big dick and I know how to fucking use it. I'm swinging it like a fucking bat, man. Look at me. Look at me. Girls like guys are like, hey, you know what? I'm okay. I'm okay, dude.
Okay, I don't like it.
Yeah,
Big,
I know how to treat a woman right. How can I help you? Not, yo, you want to get on your knees and, like that's he's one of those guys that are like, yo, I'll look better in person. Like he the kind of dude that send a text message like, I'll look better in person. See what I'm saying? Not like, hey, check out this picture of me. He'd be like, no, I look better in person. You need to come see me. Like that's the kind of motherfucker he is. So his wrestling style is good, but it's the
wrestling style is good, but he's just trying too hard.
It's the attitude.
Yeah.
So I'm not really impressed with the attitude. Darby, on the other hand, we all know Darby's fucking crazy.
He's a one.
Darby's the kind of dude that's like, oh, 4th of July, let me put
I
some
thought he
sparklers
was
in my ass to see what
going in
happens.
on the Johnny Knoxville match, just torpedo himself at Sami Zayn for no reason.
Swerve says, backstage they're like, well, you guys are friends. And Swerve says, well, friends is a strong term. They're rivals who beat each other up all over the Northwest. We all know they're talking about Defy. We're all talking about all the other local indies around here. Darby says he hates to break it to him, but AEW is Darby's house. He's been here since day one. He'll show him why in the tournament. So you got Darby Allin versus
is gonna go
Swerve
over, baby.
Now, in the match that was kind of overbooked, but still good, the Undisputed Elite versus the Varsity Blondes, Dante Martin, Brock Anderson, and your boy Lee Johnson. Shoddy Lee, your boy Brock Anderson, with AA on Anderson at ringside, took on the Undisputed Era, who attacked all of them from the start. Dante takes out Matt Jackson, Kyle O'Reilly, and then he brings Brian Pillman Jr. in, who attacks Kyle along with his partner, your boy Griff, and they work, but the Bucks come in and cut them off.
And it was so obvious. It was very obvious who was going to win this.
They hit a 4-way BTE trigger.
4-way.
And then Cole comes
coming in 4 ways at once.
Lowered the boom.
He hit the boom, and that was it. The winners of the match, the Undisputed Elite. But what was kind of cool was, remember how the Bucks were being all emo?
Nice.
They were like, I don't know. I'm still seeing the Bucks versus Red Dragon. The Bucks and Omega versus Red Dragon and the Undisputed Era.
That we got
I still see that happening for 2 reasons.
Forbidden Door is gonna happen.
For one, they came in and Cole came in and took over the group just like he did the Bullet Club.
Yep.
And he changed the logo on their shirt to Adam Cole basically colors. And then he handed the Bucks shirts. So
and Kenny Omega
with the
said,
Forbidden
"No,
Door,
I don't want you running the group. What are you doing?"
Yeah, with the Forbidden Door pay-per-view coming, and ladies and gentlemen, long-term storytelling. When Kenny Omega left a week later, Adam Cole started doing this shit.
Yep.
And Kenny was like, yeah, let the Bucks know what's going on. And Omega was like,
and it was like, yeah, I'll make sure everything is all right.
Cole was like, yeah, I got, don't worry about it. And Cole became the new leader.
Yep.
So we got the winners of the match, the Undisputed Elite. Now for the funny part of the match, of the show. Backstage, the Jericho Appreciation Society are attack Santana Ortiz and Kingston,
and line him with
Jericho threw a fireball at Eddie's,
burned off his eyebrows.
He burned
Eddie
off.
Gonna come back next week. with 1.5 eyebrow and be pissed.
Just
His
like
girl,
Pac,
his girl at the beauty salon can't fix it. You know, she can't put the Miracle Grow in there to grow the eyebrow back. It's gonna be some shit. What are your thoughts?
just like when Pac came back and Tony Schiavone said he can see.
What are your thoughts, Julian, about the attack and the fireball to the
Hey,
face?
man, fireball to the face. Again, this was not on site. However, a fireball to the face, everyone loves a fireball to the face.
Fireball in the
Unless
face.
it goes off by accident. And this one seemed to
I
be
like
okay.
fireball in my drink.
Not even that fireball.
It's like cinnamon cough medicine, man. You got
That's all right, man.
Mhm.
I'll pass. Put it in coffee, sure.
damn coffee, huh?
Yeah.
Damn. All right.
Got to wake up somehow.
Damn. That's crazy.
Yep.
So then we got the main event.
Oh, top talking it over.
Amen.
We're talking about a TNT Championship ladder match.
Television champion.
We're talking
With
a
Sammy
25-foot
Guevara, the
ladder.
Spanish God, the king of the ladder match.
We're talking about a 25-foot ladder. We're talking about a ladder with some barbed wire. We're talking about a game of chicken.
Chicken fight.
Chicken fights, springboards, Spanish flies off ladders into barbed wire
man.
ladders, and just
Love me a good old Spanish fly.
crazy shit. Crazy shit. Best part of the match for me though, when Paige Van Zandt popped up out of nowhere like that Undertaker AJ Styles meme.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Started beating Ty Conti's ass. What are your thoughts, Shane?
Strap in,
I
Teddy.
loved it. Loved every minute of it.
Hey, man, look, as soon as I saw a ladder with barbed wire, it went back to the conversation we had last week. Who the fuck is putting these ladders under the ring with barbed wire wrapped around it?
They have a lot of ring crew, man.
That ring crew is crazy.
Yeah.
But as soon as they pull it out, the ECW chant started.
Mm-hmm.
And then as soon as it got leaned
I
up,
bet
against the
someone
rope,
was like, you know,
I was like,
I want to
yes,
buy
yes,
a ladder
that.
at Home Depot, and we're gonna wrap it around it with barbed wire. And then it came with that thing, and Sammy and Scorpio was like, "Whoa!"
I mean, I can only imagine that you're working at Home Depot. Some dude just comes in with the trolley, got like 6 different ladders on it, different lengths, and a roll of barbed wire. I mean, your first question should be,
Why?
what promotion do you work for? Yeah, not even why. What promotion you work for? Oh, by the way, you got any thumbtacks? And I need a burlap sack.
And I need a pound of cocaine.
That's where wrestlers go to Home Depot.
Oh, shit.
That's why
Hey.
wrestlers go to Home Depot and get their weapons at. You know. Mhm.
Once again, I woke up this morning with one question: do I choose violence? And the answer was
Yes.
yes. Yes. Violence was chosen today, man.
I mean, how is this match not brought to you by Lowe's?
Or Home
Or
Depot.
Home Depot.
Yeah.
Home Depot got all that.
Somebody need a chiropractor to this. It was some crazy shit.
Little link in the commercial. Ladders now on sale, 25% off.
Yeah. Like, oh man, 25% off. We could use this in our upcoming ladder match.
Barbed wire, only 31 cents an inch.
Oh my God.
Good.
31 cents an inch.
Wow, that's what she said.
31.
Anyway, so we have a winner and new TNT champion, your boy Scorpio Sky, two-time champ.
And you know what? And Sammy did not deserve to win this match because
No.
he had 2 opportunities to grab that belt, and he sat up there bullshitting.
Not only that, he
Wait.
missed his own spot.
So he goes up the ladder.
Early
He
in the
looks
match.
over.
Early.
He's literally got the ladder swinging up against the belt up against his head.
Yep.
Oh
And
yeah.
he flips off Sky, who
Yep.
bites his finger
Which was great.
as he climbed back up the ladder. I was
Which
like,
was great.
Skylar, you motherfucker, you. That was awesome.
Yeah.
But there was like a lot of shenanigans going on, like Ty getting on Sky's back, Paige getting on Sammy's back,
Like I said, was
climbing
right
up
off
and down the ladder,
Yep.
chicken fighting in the ring. But dude, oh my god, dude, this was one of those crazy matches, and Sammy's
It
trying
was
to
a
reenact.
good
it.
match.
You know what was great though? The one thing WWE won't do that AEW doesn't have
Never.
a problem doing. Excalibur said, the last time Sammy Guevara was in a ladder match like this for the championship, he unified the belts when he defeated Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, I caught that. And
like,
WWE
shut
just
up.
seems to be afraid to mention someone that's in a different company, which I don't
Oh,
get it.
WWE does not recognize the competition. Like, you don't exist.
Like
You
so.
You just went to another parallel universe where you do not exist.
Hey, but you know Cody. He's constantly like, I've been somewhere else building something for 6 years. You know, I've been building competition for 6 years. I was like, wow, he said that shit on TV.
Like WWE needs to realize that they're not the only competition. Like honestly,
and nobody knows more about that big company up north than I do, brother.
Yeah.
So after the match, Ethan Page hits the ring to celebrate Paige Van Zandt and your boy, Mr. Dynamite himself, Dan Lambert,
And
getting a
came
huge
out.
pop. Getting a huge pop. Like, I was like, God damn. Is Dan invited his whole family to the show tonight? Because everyone's cheering for him.
He admitted that he was a boomer and everyone's all for it. But once you admitted it, hey, people likes you.
So I know where, after we talked about this last week, like, why would he do this? Frankie Kazarian comes out dressed up in a suit.
Yep.
And he comes to Sky, and Sky comes and looks at him, and you know they do their little SCU handshake. as Ethan Page and Dan Lambert are like, what the fuck's going on here? Show respect between Sky and Frankie Kazarian. So I kind of see Sky leaving that group really soon.
Or it could be
Sky doesn't need Lambert. Neither does Ethan Page, to be honest with you.
No, he doesn't.
That is correct.
It could be
Page
Scorpio Sky versus freaking Kazarian.
So point is, all in all, I gotta give this show a fucking A-. And I just say A- because I still had to deal with some of the stupid shit from
Jericho Appreciation Society.
From the Jericho Appreciation Society.
And next week we're gonna have a 7-foot tall giant, and you can't.
Oh yeah. So MJF with the line of the night when he says,
"Hey brother,
I gotta. How much you want to make 6 figures for one match? Yeah, Wardlow.
Oh yeah, that sounds really great, man."
And then he gets off the phone. And he's like, "You know, War Dog, this guy is bigger than you. He's better than you.
Yeah,
and he's taller than you, and he's 7 feet tall." And you can't teach that. So you know, it'd be really great. If everyone's so excited, thinking, "Oh my God, it's gonna be W. Morrissey." Oh my God, and it's fucking not W. Morrissey. No, it's not Kevin Nash.
It's Omos.
What if it's Wee Man? He said he's 7 feet. He didn't say 7 feet tall. He's 7 inches on the ground.
Man, what a troll.
Oh, man. I'm just saying. Man. Really great.
7 feet around.
I'm gonna go ahead and give it a solid 5.5. Solid A-. I'm gonna give it a minus because of the JAS bullshit.
Oh yeah, definitely.
What are your thoughts there, Shane?
Definitely A- because of the Jericho thing.
Yeah, I'll give it an A. It was a good, solid show.
And you, Julian?
Yeah, an A.
Now, Tony Khan has been making good on his word. Next week on AEW Dynamite, we're gonna have Deonna Purrazzo, the Ring of Honor World Champion, making her AEW debut on Dynamite next week to defend the AEW World Championship against the interim World Champion, the girl Mercedes Martinez.
Yes, can't wait.
I'm excited for this whole thing. She's also the Reina champion.
Yes.
Mercedes,
and people are excited because, dude, if you have Deonna Purrazzo in AEW, who was her best friend? Britt Baker, DMD.
Britt Baker.
Yeah, man. DMD.
Yeah.
Well, of course, we won't have that because Deonna Purrazzo is signed with Impact Wrestling for a long fucking time. She won't be AEW. So you're gonna see a new Ring of Honor Women's World Champion next week, which is okay. I like Mercedes Martinez as a champion.
And oh my,
a lot of cool things are happening next week. W. Morrissey is supposed to show up. Jeff Hardy qualifying for the
Who's he wrestling?
he's
Bobby
states
Fish.
over, but
He better fucking lose.
he's actually going to be in the AEW the Owen Hart Cup, and he's wrestling Kyle O'Reilly.
No,
Sorry, he's wrestling Bobby Fish.
There you go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I just said, Bobby Fish. But quick, let's talk about personalities.
Okay.
We're talking about Swerve Scott's personality, or Swerve's personality. Remember 2020, late 2020, this young kid started appearing at ringside with Powerhouse Hobbs. He would appear there with Ricky Starks at times. This young kid never spoke, never said anything.
Okay.
And the crowd went crazy. Then he showed up one time, took off his hood, and had this wild ass hair. He was in the strip club, just throwing them dollar bills, and the crowd went crazy. This guy comes to the ring. He was like with a hot ass intro song, comes out, just beats the guy's ass, and then leaves. Doesn't say a fucking word.
Nobody says a word.
Now.
So for 2 years, this guy didn't say a word, and he was the most sought after. Everyone was like, send Hook. Send Hook. Hook this. I'm a hooker. I love hooks.
Oh,
I'm going to hook everything up in my house. I'm a hooker. People were excited for Hook. Now Hook spoke. And that made him even more over with a few words. As opposed to someone who is, this is my house. This is my house. Whose house is it? Not getting over. That's what I was talking about right here. Hook got over without saying shit. In the world of professional wrestling, it's personality to get you over. With that being said, Julian, I know Shane likes to jump the gun. Shane's been jumping the gun a lot lately. Like, he's excited. Yeah. Shane, why are you so excited lately? Why are you so excited lately?
Just excited all the time.
He's a man with a mission.
Oh, yeah.
I love the fact that Shane's so excited. So I'm going to give Shane a job next week. I'm going to give Shane something to read next week. So, Julian, tell them where they can find us every single day of the week.
Not every single day, but 3 days a week.
Damn near.
If you're in the Portland, Oregon area and you have Xfinity TV and or CenturyLink TV, you can catch us on Mondays, 10 p.m., Channel 22 Xfinity TV and Channel 8002 CenturyLink TV, or you can catch us on Tuesdays at 9:30 p.m. on Channel 23 Xfinity TV and Channel 8003 CenturyLink TV, or better yet, your last chance, catch us on Wednesdays at 9:30 p.m., Channel 11 CenturyLink TV and Xfinity TV.
Wow.
Man, there's a lot of places. A lot of places. You know what, Shane? Tell them where they can find us if they're driving down the street, man.
Oh, man. You don't want to watch us when you're driving because that's illegal. But if you want to listen to us, you go on to iHeart, you go on to iTunes, Spotify, Apple, Pandora, Amazon Music, and on all the major podcast platforms. Maybe OnlyFans. I don't know about that, but yeah.
Shane, you're the only fan that has only fan. I get it. You have one fan. Okay.
He's the only fan.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the question that I've been waiting to ask all night.
Oh, yeah.
Endeavor Entertainment has embarked on a partnership with Splash TV.
Ooh.
Splash TV is a streaming service that is going to have some very intimate content. There's already a couple of shows being put together for Splash TV, but I'm gonna go ahead and talk about a show that I want with you guys.
Oh no, you're cutting out.
How would you guys like to do a weekly, let's say just a weekly shoot the shit show? We just talk about all wrestling, AEW, WWE, New Japan, Ring of Honor, all the if, ands, and buts, and we can give our opinion. What do you think?
Oh man!
Exclusively on Splash TV.
Exclusively? Will we have special guests joining us?
I mean, we might have special guests joining us.
Special guest stars.
You never
That'd
know
be
who's
great.
gonna stop by.
Maybe like Rockefeller or
Maybe Rockefeller, maybe maybe some more people.
yeah.
Maybe some WWE people who might want to join. Maybe some Impact Wrestling people. Maybe some Ring of Honor people. Maybe some other commentators or other podcasters around the world who might just want to jump on and just shoot the shit and talk about weekly wrestling.
Maybe Sean Ross.
So what that? What do you think?
Yeah.
Hey,
That sounds
maybe Big Cass.
Big Cass.
All right, so let's talk about that this week, and let's see if we can get something going where we can actually put something together for the people.
Oh man,
for the people, by the people.
For the people.
Be awesome.
By the people, the people show.
Yeah, because I'm all about the people. I'm all about the people. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, you know what's up.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is Wednesday night. And now coming to a close, because the very best in professional wrestling was talked about here live on the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast.
Go fire up
But
your
if you
PayPal.
donate to BodySlam.net to help keep the website going,
I'll
you can
give that
continue
cash out.
to do so.
Emma.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
Wells
All
Fargo
we
Brazil.
ask is if you want to be fantastic, just join us live on www.slamchats.com.
Say it again.
Once again,
Sprinkle me, man. Sprinkle me, man.
it's www.slamchats.com. Go like and subscribe on this channel.
Sprinkle
Go
Shane
find
like
Shane
that.
Husky on Twitch. Like and subscribe on his stuff as well, ladies and gentlemen. So we want to share the wealth, the knowledge. We want to make sure you guys are having a fantastic time.
Yeah.
Help us provide money to buy Shane more blue chew
Oh man.
so he can
Talk
remain
all day.
rock hard
Oh,
and
yeah.
erect during these shows. And with that being said, for your boy, the chair Shane Husky, for that chocolate juggalo right there to the right, Mr. Chemical Julian, I'm your chocolate drop, your sexy franchise player, Double B Bad Blood, and we will see you guys next week. Or will we see you on Friday?
Friday.
Wonders never cease.
Curse.
Peace.